Hey guys, it's me, your boy, and today's the day, Q&A. And I know it took me a while to make this video, but had other stuff going on, training and stuff like that. But I wanted to get into y'all questions. I try to give y'all some time, to ask a bunch of questions, and I got a good amount. So I feel like it was a good enough time to answer y'all questions. And if you have more, I'll make another Q&A video. So just let me know in the comment section down below if you want a part 2, and if you have questions for me if you do want a part 2. With that being said, let's jump right into it. So, first question we have for today is, if you could have a day with any wrestler, who would it be? Ooh, if I could have a day with any wrestler. That's a tough one. If I could spend a day with any wrestler in the world, I'm guessing this is past, present, any wrestler at all. I guess if I could spend a day with someone, it would probably be with John Cena. John Cena probably. He's one of the biggest influences on my journey here. Like the all hustle, loyalty, respect, the never giving up mindset. He's one of those people that really inspired me. A close second would be Cody Rhodes. Another person that's had a big impact on me. I'd like to get some advice. Spend the whole day, getting to know, the ropes of stuff. Any wrestler that can that have impacted me in a way, I would want to spend a day with. But to be honest, I'll spend a day with anyone. I'll spend a day with Jey Uso. I'll spend a day. Matter of fact, I'll spend the whole day with the NYE family. But my number one answer would probably be John Cena. Alright, the next question would be, which wrestler workout do you or will you do/try? See, this is another good question. Wow. Okay. Which wrestler workout will I do try? I like the way they phrase it. But I don't know, there's a lot of people who has that build that I kind of want. I'm just gonna list a bunch of wrestlers. How about that? I'll just list a bunch of wrestlers. We have Nick Nemeth, because he has those $1 million abs. Finn Balor, same way. Cedric Alexander. Maybe even Apollo. Maybe even Apollo. Yeah, Apollo Crews as well. Yeah, somewhere around that area. I gotta forget Montez Ford as well. So those wrestlers, I feel like they have the kind of close range build that I would want in the future. So if I could get to that kind of stature, that would be good. That would be amazing. Because obviously my skinny behind needs to work out more. Next question. Alright, what inspired you to get into wrestling? Well, I made a whole video about my first video on this channel. My first video on this channel. About me just happened to watch Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania, and somehow it got me to be more interested in wrestling. And then I started doing more research when I saw both John Cena versus The Rock matches. So those matches kind of made me oh, my eyes were whoa, this is a whole different thing. I never heard of this. And as I went back and look at the stuff, I was like, oh wait, I have a whole video game on a GameCube, WWE Day of Reckoning. How did I miss this? How did I not unsee this? But yeah. It would probably be those matches that really stood out to me. They're not my favorite matches, but they're definitely the ones that I will look back on and be like, that's one of the matches that got me into liking wrestling. Now, the match that got me to be a wrestler, I believe that would be an indie wrestling show between Cody Rhodes and Adam Cole. And that's also the same day I met Booker T. I'm not gonna touch on that. What happened there? It was funny, but it was way too embarrassing to tell. But yeah, so all in all, Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior, John Cena versus The Rock, Cody Rhodes, Adam Cole. I know it's like a weird mashup, but yeah, all that combined, just yeah. Thank you for your questions, all of y'all. We got one person with a bunch of questions. You got this person. He wants to know everything. But so this person, first question is, how did you find your wrestling school, and how did you join? Well, I moved to Texas a while back, just to get with college and stuff like that. Then didn't really work out for me there, but did some time to reflect, and I was like, you know what? If I save enough money, I'm gonna try wrestling school. And so I just searched up the nearest wrestling schools near me. My first choice was Booker T School, but that's further away than where I currently live. So it's like 3 to 4 hours away from here. So I'm like, I don't think I want to be able to drive back and forth all the way through 3 to 4 hours to Booker T School and back, because my car cannot handle that. But once I get enough money for an RV, totally into it, totally do it. And how did I join? You just ask them if you want to join, and you have enough money to be able to get in. Give you the okay. Get in. The next question was, what does a day of training look like for you? Just a lot of cardio. I'm not gonna lie. Everything is cardio. Okay. The disclaimer out there to us: if you want to be a wrestler, anyway, cardio, cardio, cardio. I'm trying to slow it down a little bit for me because I'm trying to build. Because doing cardio makes me lose weight fast. I'm trying to eat at least more than usual, and exercise more with like weight training and stuff like that. But that's a cardio thing. That wrestling is cardio. So a day of training is cardio. you could do push-ups. You could do squats. You could do crunches. I would say sit-ups, but it's not really sit-ups. It's crunches. You can jumping jacks. You could do all the other stuff, but the main focus is cardio. Your next question was, what kind of diet have you been on when training to be a wrestler? What diet I've been on? I'm trying to figure that out for myself, actually, because I've been drinking a lot of protein shakes. I've been trying to, get myself in better shape than before. Because I'm lean now. I'm very lean now, but I'm trying to build muscle. I'm still skinny. So it's like protein shakes. I just eat a lot of like fish, chicken, pork, beef with like a taco. Yeah, just a lot of stuff. Rice, of course. I made my own potatoes at some point. Because I love the way my mom used to make it, so I was like, you know what, let me make the way my mom would make it, because they're delicious. And breakfast is usually the same thing: eggs, bacon. Now, recently, I've added oatmeal and grits. And no, sugar does not go in grits. Let's be honest. Sugar does not go in grits. We're not doing that today. All right. And your last question: when do you foresee your debut in an actual match happening? Honestly, I do not know, but I hope I'm doing well enough where I could do it sometime between maybe a year, because maybe, I don't know. It just depends on how you progress. There's no real prediction, but the best I can say is like 1 year to 2 years. I don't know. It just depends on how you progress. There's no precise date for me, because again, I'm still new to the game. So I can't promise anything like oh, my next match is going to be tomorrow. No, I can't say anything like that. I don't know, but I will record it for y'all when I do, because I feel like that's a big deal. You know, having your first match, that's a big deal. So I don't know, but when I do know, I'll make a big announcement, or how I do it in shorts, big update on that. I know, I'm weird. I'm crazy. All right, that's all the questions. Thank you to everybody that had the questions for me. Thank you to all y'all who want to know a little bit more about stuff. I've been told not to expose the business too much. I just want to answer any and all questions that you may have for me. Nothing too exposy, nothing too, nothing too big. And if you have more questions for me, comment down below if you have any other questions that you would like to know. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. What's going on? Oh, business call. I have to get into this. Hello? Oh. Alright. Yeah, I'm done. Alright. Seems like things are gonna change around here. Well, peace, I guess.